Why are there so many French people in Hong Kong? There are French influences everywhere in my neighborhood of Soho in Hong Kong. French bakery here, French wine bar here, French restaurant here, here and here. And it's not just my neighborhood. The areas of Wan Chai, Sheung Wan and Sai Ying Pun all have large French communities. Sai Ying Pun is even called Little Paris. Despite Hong Kong's history as a former British colony, it's the French, not the British, that now make up the fastest growing expat community in this city. In fact, Hong Kong boasts the largest French population in all of Asia.
There are lots of French bakeries, French restaurants and of French grocery shops. So I think if you really want to maintain your French lifestyle, it's not that hard.
The French consulate estimates there are over 25,000 French people residing here, earning Hong Kong the moniker of the new French village. So you get the point. There are a lot of French people here. Why is that? Well, 3 reasons: economic opportunity, government policy, and word of mouth. So let's start with the first one. Economic opportunity. There are over 800 French companies operating in Hong Kong. More than 60% of these are in retail-related industries like luxury, food, and fashion. Hong Kong's strategic location, low simple tax system, highly skilled workforce, rule of law, and global connectivity make it an ideal base for many of these firms looking to use the city as a launching pad into mainland China and the broader Asia region. Another 25% of French companies in Hong Kong are in the finance and insurance sectors. Major French financial institutions like BNP Paribas, Crédit Agricole, and Société Générale have offices in the city. Hong Kong's draw for French finance professionals is bolstered by France's strong education system in mathematics and statistics, producing talent that financial firms are eager to bring to Asia. With France's economy lagging in recent decades, posting GDP growth around just 1% in the 2010s and unemployment above the EU average, many skilled French professionals have sought opportunities abroad, including in Hong Kong.
Hi, I'm Jeremie, I'm a designer. I've been living in Hong Kong for 6 years and I was born and raised in France. I met someone in Paris and she made me discover her culture, and in 2017 I had the chance and the opportunity to visit Hong Kong for the first time. And I absolutely fell in love with the city, with the vibe, the culture, etc. And I was a point of my life where mentally, professionally, I was ready to start a new chapter. And I decided to give it a go, and I moved in Hong Kong in 2018. The job market currently in France is quite challenging, so it makes perfectly sense that people want to change their life, to give themselves a better opportunity to get a better life. I simply say it as that, you know. But there are a lot of issues, like systemic issues in France that need to be overcome to address this question, to avoid like this to happen more and more in the future. But I would say like Hong Kong is definitely a better place for career rise.
And here's the second reason why French people are moving to Hong Kong: government policy. Another key driver behind the growing French presence in Hong Kong is the government's reciprocal working holiday scheme. In 2013, Hong Kong implemented a working holiday program with France, one of only 11 countries to have such an arrangement with the territory. This program allows young people aged 18 to 30 to live and work in Hong Kong for up to a year. The introduction of this scheme in 2013 roughly coincided with the rapid increase in Hong Kong's French population. By making it easier for young French citizens to move to Hong Kong, spend time job hunting, and secure work visas, the program opened the door for a new demographic of French expatriates beyond the older finance and business professionals who had previously dominated the community. As a result, small businesses like French restaurants, cafes, and bars began popping up across Hong Kong, diversifying the French footprint in the city beyond the financial sector. The working holiday program provided a convenient pathway for younger French nationals to establish themselves in the territory. But the third reason why French people are moving to Hong Kong, word of mouth, is likely the most significant factor behind the influx of French people to Hong Kong in the 2010s and early 2020s. As the French population in Hong Kong grew over the 2010s, this had a snowballing effect in attracting even more French people to the city. An established French community with French international schools, French grocery stores, and food purveyors, as well as a cosmopolitan lifestyle, has made Hong Kong an increasingly attractive destination for French expats. You can grab a croissant from a French bakery for your breakfast in the morning, eat a charcuterie board paired with a Chardonnay at a French wine bar, and dance to French house music in a nightclub. And beyond food and nightlife, the French community has built up a rich cultural ecosystem of networking events, festivals, and art galleries. This growing accessibility to French gastronomy, art, music, and culture has undoubtedly enhanced Hong Kong's reputation as a French-friendly destination. Positive word of mouth from the existing French community has encouraged more of their compatriots to consider relocating to Hong Kong.
I was living in Paris before, so it's not that different. So I quite enjoy the fact that I don't have to, change my lifestyle too much in terms of variety of cuisine. I definitely love the easy accessibility to nature. There are two groups of French expat mindset. The first one would be people trying to gather around this group of French people and trying to find as much French people as possible, and they will just build this huge community of French group and thriving for it, right? And there is a second mindset that is quite the opposite. People would like to avoid as much as possible any interaction with French people and just try to explore the city in a most fair way and giving a chance to anyone in the city that is not French. I'm slightly joking, but I think I'm leaning towards more like the second option.
Additionally, the long-standing cultural norm in France of encouraging young people to seek out overseas experiences has contributed to the flow of French expats making their way to Hong Kong. However, this brain drain of talented young French citizens leaving the country has become a significant concern. In fact, during his 2015 presidential campaign, Emmanuel Macron expressed a desire to lure these skilled workers back home.
There is also some kind of love-hate relationship from French people to our country. There's a lot of distrust to politicians, to huge big society questions that are not resolved at the moment, and people are just tired of this kind of climate, very, very heavy, stressful climate, and they want a dramatic change. And I think Hong Kong, as other places around the world, will be a fresh new start for them.
So, in conclusion, a variety of economic, political and social factors have converged to make Hong Kong a premier location for French expats and businesses alike over the past decades. With a thriving enclave now firmly established, the influence of French culture in Hong Kong looks set to grow even stronger in years to come. Finally, what do you enjoy most about Hong Kong?
I really like also the contrast, the huge contrast between modernity and traditions, between efficiency and a slow-paced life when you go to the new territories or to Kowloon side, for example, or to Lantau. And I'm quite grateful living here and meeting so much wonderful people and having great work opportunities so far.